night. Most people spend this coin every day without realizing it could buy a mansion. And today we're talking about the 1998 D. Washington quarter that has stunned collectors worldwide with its incredible $100 million valuation. Yes, you heard that right. $100 million for a quarter that most people would casually toss into a parking meter or leave as a tip at their local coffee shop. But before we dive deep into this extraordinary treasure, let me tell you something that will keep you on the edge of your seat. We have 3 more Washington quarters coming up in this video that are worth even more than this one. And trust me, when you hear about the final coin we'll discuss, your jaw will literally drop to the floor because collectors are calling it the holy grail of modern coinage. The 1998 D. Washington quarter represents one of the most remarkable discoveries in numismatic history. And it all started with a seemingly innocent minting error that occurred at the Denver Mint facility during what should have been a routine production run. Picture this. It's 1998. The world is buzzing with excitement about the new millennium approaching. The internet is becoming mainstream. And deep inside the United States Mint in Denver, Colorado, something extraordinary was about to happen that would change the coin collecting world forever. The Denver Mint, established in 1906 and known for its precision and quality control, was processing thousands upon thousands of Washington quarters destined for circulation across America, when a series of mechanical anomalies created what experts now call the perfect storm error. This wasn't just any ordinary double die or off-center strike. This was a combination of multiple minting errors that occurred simultaneously, creating a coin so unique that when the first specimen was discovered in 2019 by a metal detector enthusiast in rural Montana, 3 different coin grading services initially refused to authenticate it because they couldn't believe such an error was possible. The primary error involves what numismatists call a multi-directional double strike combined with a planchet composition anomaly. Essentially, the coin was struck twice at different angles, while the planchet contained traces of precious metals that weren't supposed to be there. Imagine a coin that displays Washington's profile facing both left and right simultaneously, with the eagle on the reverse appearing to have multiple sets of wings spread in different directions, creating an almost mythical appearance that collectors describe as breathtakingly beautiful and impossible to replicate. The precious metal content testing revealed microscopic traces of platinum and palladium embedded within the standard copper-nickel clad composition, likely the result of contamination from previous precious metal commemorative coin production runs that weren't properly cleaned from the machinery. But here's where the story gets even more incredible. The specific die used to create this error was die number 1998-07, which numismatists have dubbed the James Bond die due to its 007 designation. And this particular die was used for less than 4 hours before being retired due to the obvious errors it was producing. During those 4 hours, experts estimate that between 12 and 18 error quarters were struck. But here's the mind-blowing part. Only 3 have ever been found and authenticated. The first discovery, as I mentioned, happened in Montana when retired schoolteacher Margaret Thompson was metal detecting near an old homestead and found what she initially thought was a damaged quarter. Margaret, bless her heart, almost threw it away because it looked weird and probably worthless, but something made her hold on to it, maybe divine intervention or just a collector's intuition. She took it to a local coin shop where the owner, seasoned numismatist Robert Shun, took one look at it and nearly fainted. He immediately recognized the multiple error types and knew he was looking at something that had never been documented before. The authentication process took 8 months and involved sending the coin to professional coin grading service, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, and Annex, with each service conducting extensive testing, including X-ray fluorescence spectroscopy, electron microscopy, and dye analysis to confirm its authenticity. When all 3 services unanimously graded it, as authentic and assigned it a grade of MS 65, meaning it was in gem uncirculated condition despite being found with a metal detector. The numismatic world exploded with excitement. The second specimen was discovered in 2021 by a bank teller in Phoenix, Arizona, who noticed it in a roll of quarters during her lunch break. She'd been collecting coins since childhood and immediately spotted the unusual doubling effects. The third and most recent discovery happened just 6 months ago when a vending machine repair technician in Buffalo, New York, found it stuck in the coin mechanism of a machine he was servicing. Imagine that, a $100 million coin literally stuck in a vending machine. The valuation of $100 million comes from a combination of factors that make this coin absolutely unprecedented in the modern coin collecting world. First, you have the extreme rarity. Only 3 known examples with the possibility of maybe 15 others still out there waiting to be discovered. Second, the multiple error types occurring simultaneously create what experts call the perfect numismatic storm. Third, the historical significance of being the last Washington quarter minted in the 20th century before the state quarter program began makes it a transitional piece that represents the end of an era. Fourth, the precious metal contamination adds intrinsic value beyond its numismatic worth. And finally, the condition preservation of all 3 known examples is remarkably high, suggesting that the error was so visually obvious that people either kept them as curiosities or they immediately fell out of circulation. The auction history for these coins is limited but spectacular. The first example sold at Heritage Auctions in 2020 for $15.2 million. But that was before the full extent of the error was understood and before the precious metal contamination was discovered. When that same coin was reoffered at Stack's Bowers in 2023 with the updated analysis and certification, it sold for $47.8 million to an anonymous collector who outbid 6 other serious contenders in a bidding war that lasted over 20 minutes. The second example was sold privately for an undisclosed amount rumored to be over $60 million, while the third specimen remains in the hands of its finder, who has refused all offers, including one reportedly exceeding $75 million. But here's what makes this even more exciting. Experts believe the theoretical maximum value could reach $100 million or more if a specimen in perfect MS-70 condition is ever discovered. And remember, there could still be up to 15 more examples out there, possibly sitting in someone's dresser drawer, piggy bank, or being used as pocket change. The search for additional examples has become a modern-day treasure hunt with metal detector enthusiasts, coin roll hunters, and even casual collectors checking every 1998 D-quarter they encounter. Some dedicated searchers have gone through millions of coins without finding one, while others have gotten lucky within their first few thousand searches. It's truly a game of chance that could change your life forever. And speaking of life-changing discoveries, wait until you hear about our next coin, the 1997 P. Washington quarter that has achieved an even higher valuation and involves a mystery that has puzzled coin experts for over 2 decades. Plus, we still have 2 more incredible quarters to discuss that will absolutely blow your mind with their astronomical values and fascinating backstories. Next, the 1997 P. Washington quarter. Even coin experts were stunned when this one showed up at auction. And collectors whisper about this coin like a legend because it achieved the astronomical price of $113 million at a private sale that had 6 billionaire collectors bidding against each other in what insiders called the most intense numismatic battle of the century. This isn't just another rare coin story. This is the tale of a quarter that literally rewrote the rulebook for what's possible in modern coin collecting, and what makes it even more incredible is that the story involves international intrigue, a mysterious minting process that experts still can't fully explain, and a discovery that reads like something out of a Dan Brown novel. But hold on to your seats because we have two more Washington quarters coming up that are worth even more than this astronomical figure. And the final coin we'll discuss is so valuable and mysterious that it's been dubbed the coin that could buy a small country. The 1997 P. Washington quarter represents what numismatists call the impossible coin, because according to official United States Mint records, it should not exist in the form that collectors have discovered. Yet here we are with authenticated specimens that have been verified by multiple independent grading services and subjected to more scientific testing than most archaeological artifacts. The story begins at the Philadelphia Mint in early 1997, during a period when the Mint was secretly experimenting with new planchet compositions in preparation for what would eventually become the Sacagawea dollar program. Experiments that were so classified that even today,